Basics of Bitcoin. This video discusses some of the important basics of Bitcoin. We'll talk about the following. Number 1, hardware wallets and cold storage. Number 2, production of new Bitcoins. Number 3, safe storage of Bitcoin. Number 4, Bitcoin transactions. Let's start with hardware wallets and cold storage. Many people believe that the hardware wallets store Bitcoin. That's not true. The hardware wallets, such as Coldcard, Blockstream Jade, etc., only store your private keys. That's simple. Those private keys are the proof of ownership of Bitcoin. The other important function of the hardware wallets is that they communicate with the network through a public or private node to execute a Bitcoin transaction. When you purchase a Bitcoin on exchange and leave it there, then it's not in cold storage and you do not actually own it. The exchange owes it to you and you have a claim on it, but you don't own it until you withdraw it to your hardware wallet or cold storage. Once you withdraw it to your wallet by generating a deposit address using your private and public key combination through your hardware wallet, then you have claimed ownership of it. And the whole Bitcoin network will know that once that deposit transaction is confirmed on the network. To keep it simple, your hardware wallet stores your private keys and is used to talk to the Bitcoin network. Now, if you lose or break your hardware wallet, then the only way to access your Bitcoin is by using the backup seed phrase or your private keys. The seed phrase is generated initially when you set up your hardware wallet, so make sure to store your seed phrase in a safe place. Your seed phrase must stay offline and can't be shared because whoever has it will have access to your Bitcoin. Number 2, production of new coins. The Bitcoin network is a decentralized computer network that is continuously monitoring a public ledger. This ledger contains the history of all the transactions that ever occurred on the Bitcoin network. Every 10 minutes, all the miners around the world compete to solve a mathematical problem so that they can earn the right to write on this ledger. The winner gets to compile all the BTC transactions in a block and then broadcast it to the entire Bitcoin network. All the nodes that are computers running Bitcoin core software verify the validity of the block, essentially checking for any invalid transactions. Once verified by the nodes, the block is written into the public ledger. Now, the miner who won the block or solved the mathematical problem gets 2 rewards. One reward is the block subsidy, which is 3.25 Bitcoin at the moment, and gets cut in half every 4 years. The second reward is the transaction fees for all the transactions that got put in the mined block. The 3.25 Bitcoin are the newly minted coins that go in circulation every 10 minutes. That's the issuance rate of Bitcoin. Safe storage of Bitcoin. When you first set up a Bitcoin hardware wallet, the wallet will generate a 12 or 24 word seed phrase. The seed phrase is what you will need to restore your funds or wallet in case your original hardware wallet is lost or broken. It is very important to do the following basic things to safely store your Bitcoin. Number 1, never leave your Bitcoin on an exchange. Securely withdraw it to your hardware wallet as soon as possible. Number 2, never share your seed phrase with anyone. Whoever has the seed phrase has access to your Bitcoin. Never take a picture of your seed phrase. Keep it offline. Store it in a fireproof and waterproof safe deposit box. It's up to you how far you want to increase your level of security with the seed phrase. The basic minimum is to laminate the seed phrase paper and place it in a fireproof and waterproof safe deposit box. Never share your PIN for your hardware wallet. Anyone with the PIN to your hardware wallet can spend your Bitcoin. So store your hardware wallet in a fireproof and waterproof safe deposit box as well. That's the basic level of security. There are many other actions that can be taken to increase your security depending on your circumstances, such as multi-sig custody setup or multi-sig collaborative custody setup, etc. Multisig is advanced level stuff, but it's not complicated. However, it's not applicable to everyone. Number 4, Bitcoin transactions. It's important to understand the basics of Bitcoin transactions. When you send a Bitcoin transaction to someone through your wallet, the following things happen. Your wallet broadcasts the transaction to the Bitcoin network through a public node looking for a deposit address you signed the transaction to. Number 2, your wallet also generates an unspent address to which it will send the change. For example, when you buy something for $5 at a store and give a $20 bill to the cashier, then the cashier returns you $15. The $15 change is unspent money. Your wallet does something similar and assigns the change to an unspent address associated with your wallet. Number 3, your wallet also takes into account the transaction fees and assigns the transaction fees to the miner, who ends up including your transaction in the block. Until the miner includes the transaction in the block, your transaction is unconfirmed. Once included in the mined block, it's confirmed transaction and gets further confirmation as more blocks are mined on top of this block, making it exponentially difficult to reverse the transaction. Conclusion: Bitcoin is an engineered monetary system. It's difficult to understand for someone just entering the ecosystem. However, it is quite simple to understand once you start studying it. Our conventional education system doesn't make it easy to understand the reason for the existence of Bitcoin. Studying Bitcoin is like peeling layers of onion. Every layer challenges your existing beliefs and forces you to look deeper, and you cannot stop peeling.